I'm thanking you. I'm thanking Canada for voting Progressive Conservative. Why? Because it forces me out of the country. Why? A couple of reasons. You don't promote Jim Wilson. He was an MP for Simcoe Grey, MPP. He was against small business. So I was working with Mike Schreiner, the Green Party of Ontario, and he was for small business. Well, I'm looking at Pierre Pullup. I was for getting off fossil fuels, and I'm looking at all the EVs and stuff, but they keep on saying it's a scam and everything. Pierre's using this to get rid of the carbon tax. All you said he's going to get in power. You're welcome to him. You're welcome. Like Ellie in the United States says, leave for Australia. I was trying to get insurance to the work I do. I can't do it here. I've been trying. I'm going to leave Ontario. So I got a lawyer, and I'm just taking legal action on hardships in Canada is one of the laws, and the other one I'm contesting the will. Nobody buying me a place in Australia. And I'm just not a conservative. I'm not that type of conservative. Fiscal economic conservative is not a lying libertarian. And that's what they are, lying libertarians. Francis Demon rats. Jordan Peterson, rat. I'm not a conservative, and I'm for women's rights, and I'm for the First Nations rights. I just played that they fall on their ass in the first term of office, and then you might have to give them up. That's what I'm praying for. I leave before he gets in power, and then I'm going to let the country fall, because it'll fall. They'll fall. Economically and intuitively, I know this country will fall. You can't keep on this. What's he telling you? What's he telling you? He's going to build more houses. More houses, people. He's promising you the moon. Pierre Pullup, if you read the Tylee, which is a more official paper than that, he's got a bad track record with Stephen Harper. He's a snake. He's a scoundrel and a snake. I'll call him a snake because he attacks. It was Napoleon Hill. I'm anti-conservative 100%. 101%. I can't stand the PCs. And there's never change. You could go to NDP, you could go to Green, you could go to Bloc. But oh no, you gotta vote PC. Now Trudeau, he's not really the one that's doing this. But you say he is. It's all over this covert. And I'm fed up with Canada. I'm fed up with the country. And I'm fed up with lack of law and justice. I like tough cops and I like good laws. And I don't like going around saying F Trudeau. I don't like Pierre Pullup at all. And I don't like your right-wing boys. I don't like your right-wing boys. We got rid of the Nazis in World War II. When it was Dominion of Canada. Our Canadian veterans fought overseas. And all you right-wing boys are going around saying things like, Mother Jones, we're all got seniority. You know, I'm going to live a good life. And I'm going to make a lot of money, but it'll be Australian money. And I'm putting gold into the economy. And I want to run for parliament in Canberra, but I can't do it with having a full citizenship. She did it up in, she had a dual. Can't have a dual. Found that out. I got to denounce Canadian citizenship to be an Australian. She went to Texas. She couldn't stand Ontario. She was in the healthcare field. What happened to her? Head administrator of Brethren Hospital. She had talent. This place is a dump. And they just throw more money into the healthcare system. Don Tillman, he left Utah, man. Why? Because the pharmaceutical revolution is the corruption in Canada. In the United States, it's just been, I'll probably get cut off here. That's all right. I don't mind. I'd like to find out. Pharmaceuticals are overused. There's no self-care. Don's on there and he talks about it. I'm all holistic and integrated medicine. I have surgery, yeah. Good doctors. Cousin's a doctor in Wodonga. He's a good one. He studied in Melbourne. You know, a lot of internists got their degrees in Australia. They got the best healthcare system in the world, really. But I got to have insurance. I'll have insurance because this is litigation time. So he says, open these files and we'll get them all going. Just let them rip. It's gone over the time limit on the 2 years that Ontario gives, but there's statutes in this, and it goes to a appeals court. And now I got my head together. Blocks to justice. Don't want all this. Blocks to civil justice. I'll sue them. I'm going to take down the Ontario Human Rights Board. You got to get rid of the bimbos in there. When I call up and I got a case, you won't listen to me, you hang up because you say I'm being disrespectful. You didn't say I was being disrespectful, bimbo. I didn't call you a bimbo, but I'll call you a bimbo now. I know bimbo. PC voters. I wouldn't date a freaking Canadian PC. Not in the hell life of me. Green Party, NDP, Bloc, not PC. They're poo-poo. I would never. I am politically prejudiced against progressive conservatives. Vote your Pierre Poilievre in. You know, there's a saying, you know, I'll give you the shovel to dig your friggin' grave. You're done. It's over. You won't get off fossil fuels. You're screwed. Just think of this. What he's saying. Going to get rid of the carbon tax. Who's going to pay me money? Oh, yeah, you guys are going out there. Trudeau came out with a good plan there. Dental. Print the money? So what? You're printing money and paying out the healthcare budget anyways. Put $9 billion on her. She's tax grab. That's all you say. Because you're all tax lobbyist idiots. You know, teachers couldn't even get back to work. Unions, you can't have that. They were teaching kids on their own consciousness in Ontario. You know, I came back to Ontario and I saw them on strike. Do you blame them? Go up to a library there and they're educating them there on their own time because they got some integrity. So he attacked Trudeau for being a elitist. He's a teacher. Do I like Justin Trudeau? A hell of a lot better than Pierre Poilievre. It's just a game. You're going to vote for him because the stupid media system is partisan to this. And you got a bunch of right-wing swingers like Dr. Peterson and I don't call him a doctor. My God, Dr. Death. Clinical psychology. I've never heard so much garbage. Garbage. I saw Tommy Roberts support him. Well, you just lost me, Tommy. I don't want to see him. You know, a barn full of manure, too much manure. Some of the things sound good. I got enough wisdom to know what's good. I don't need a yo-yo like him coming up with 10 principles like for a bunch of lost generation on these damn things. That's the whole damn thing. It's these things, man. They're lost. The awakening is getting off. This is a dumb phone. I'm not so lost, but I don't have GPS on it because they wouldn't pay my phone up and repair it. They will, because I'm putting a case through a lawyer, and they'll pay up on that. They've been sucking me dry like blood. And I get sure I get an iPhone and my iWatch working. Maybe a computer out of this. I tried to get a loan on it, but they didn't pay up on debt. Put it in my name. So I can get a loan on it. It's good. It's good. I don't want any loans in there. I just want to leave. Because I was in Australia and I noticed things I liked. They talk politics. They don't have a bunch of right-wing screwballs going around with a debt level like Canada. That's the variances there. Our dollar's higher, but not our debt level. Our debt level is really high. So I'm going to be nonpartisan right now. Flaherty was telling us. Jim Flaherty died. He was Harper's right-hand man on finance. Nobody was listening to him. And he warned, and I was watching him. He was shooting his mouth off Harper, and Flaherty's sitting back there listening to his speech. What the hell is this? He doesn't listen to his finance minister. he took her down like a corker. She joined the Liberals. She was a conservative. But what do? You got to sue them. You sued them and won $9 million. Bang. She's in, whatever writing site. Helen DeGeneres. He hired a bunch of snakes, Harper, to slander her. He was Muslim, I think, her husband. And he slandered the hoots out of her. He said she was snorting cocaine off a prostitute's breast. That's slander. And she just turned around and got a legal education against the conservatives in Canada, sued the living tie cheaper up, got $9 million. She can't work with the conservatives now, so she's a liberal. Now, I don't think Trudeau did all this, like Pierre says. I don't think he did this at all. I don't believe Justin Trudeau did this. I believe Ponzi schemer, hedge funder, and all these crooks are libertarians that are buying up all this junk here. And realtors, and it's an independent thing there. You let the monkey out of the cart. The thing we didn't do is lock down the markets. Now they're locked down for 2 years while she crashes. You know, girl, you were on here saying that she won't crash. And you got all these charts. You're just like that bimbo on the plane that flew across 7 hours to go to Vancouver Island. She was on a spreadsheet, friggin' Whipple. And, spreadsheet. What are you figuring out there, honey? You don't talk. So I took train back. I don't want Wimbo like that. So I just took train back. Not talking to people. LA corridor. He said, this train sucks. It's old. It's Canadian, boss. Amtrak's better. It needs updating. I like the train because you got to talk to people. There was no cell phones on the thing. My cell phone plan ran out. I learned that. I had 30 gigs from Bonneville I bought. She was shooshed gone because there's no cellular communication on that. Take the bus, there's cellular communication. But that's a long trip. But I couldn't get the bus back, you know? I didn't have a driver's license. They lost it in the shelter I stayed at. Lost the clothes or somebody stole it. I had a car on my phone, a picture taken of it. They wouldn't let me on the plane. So I had to end up in Calgary for a while. I got room and board for 2 months in psych ward in Calgary's Peter Leahy there. And then said, I don't think you're so crazy. I just you got awful high blood pressure. It'll keep you in here. It's not too bad here. Nah. But there's a lot of wackos there smoking a lot of the BC weed, man. I didn't mind Calgary Hospital. It was pretty good. They didn't push drugs on me like in Ontario. They don't do that. They do drug studies. He says, I can't eat lithium. Why? Because they don't want to work at Spruce Meadows. They want to go and do some barrel horses up in Edmonton. They need lithium. Where are you getting all this information? Well, I got a cell phone in my room and I'm looking at the price of rooms and stuff. So I went up there and I didn't do too bad. Went up to Edmonton. Had to leave. They put me in that Men's Salvation Army. It's torture there. It's fundamentalism, and it don't let you go over to King Eddie right down the way and have a drink. So I just thought, well, I'll stay for a while, but I didn't like it. And they were giving me a hard time about my room being a mess because I'm a messy guy. I don't like living by myself. So I go up to Bonneville. And I'm up there. I took the bus up. I walk in there. You got a room here. And you got a housekeeper. $1,000 a month. Wi-Fi, TV, bathtub. Food price is pretty good up there. Yeah, I could go up there to Bonneville. Oh, I'm losing picture. I can go up to Bonneville, Alberta, and live up there. I just keep my mouth shut about fossil fuels. I might do it. Just take the plane to a bus. I'll just get this going. I'll get this going. I'll go up there. He's a nice guy, so you can stay here anytime. I got enough money to live in there. I get $1,900 a month on Canada pension. I only had $700 a month on Canada pension, and he wasn't charging much. I can get a room up there, $1,200, really nice, with Wi-Fi. So, staying in Alberta. I'm not an oil man. I'm with the First Nations, the Mohawk, the Cree, everything up there. And then I'll go back to BC and I'll take off from there. I can take off from Kamloops. No, not Kamloops. Point of Prairie. Grand Prairie has got a place, airport there. Just take a travel. I like Bonneville. It's small. And then the guy says, I got to go up Cold Lake, man. Why? Because they don't have box stores up there. That's what I like about up Bonneville. The prices are better. I'm going to have to change banks. Because they don't take. No, that's all good. I got a bank account. I got 2 bank accounts. They don't have PC, Bank of Montreal and Alberta. They hate them. I get a credit union. Because I'm not getting anywhere here. And it's not a fancy place, but I could stay at that hotel for a couple of months, pay them $1,200 a month, live. I don't like living in this apartment because they don't have any housekeepers. And I think I'd do all right up there. They're nice people. I was coming up to Strathmore. They said she's cool as hell, my friend. My friend says Strathmore, but so is up there. As long as I got Wi-Fi and I'm making money, I would go out to Alberta. I'll make money. There's funds out there. There's no funds here, and Canada's got one hell of a problem. Now, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and go into a progressive conservative province. Now, I know Jordan, he's in the Green Party of Alberta. He says you can move up there, maybe you can run for Greens. Are they against fossil fuels? No, not right. They're not doing that. But they're trying to help farmers and agricultural people keep going. And I had First Nations women up there. I like working with them. And they're Cree Nation, good people up there. But they steal cars and trucks because they got nothing. I got a plan. I showed them. Yeah, I showed them. I'm going to go up. I'm just going to get a room there. I might be again 65 plus. I got 3 months in there. Nice apartment. Bath. No noise. I like 65 plus. I don't like nursing homes. I like assisted care. I can get assisted care here, but I can't get business going. Brokers won't insure me. I can't find the right insurance. I answered all the things, but up there, there's lots of women who do my type of work. And I got the International Reiki Association in Calgary. Now, I can't get a hold of her because the phone's down. I got this. But she said she was going to give me a place to go. I've talked to the Alberta Equestrian Association. I think I'll do better in Alberta than Ontario. There's lots of places. I like living remote, and that's what I'm going to look for. I wouldn't mind to buy a place and hunker down, but I just want to get out of here. It's just being a block to my justice and everything. And Alberta's got better. If Pierre Paulette would cut down the red tape in Canada, maybe he'd be all right. Now, Jason Kenney did that. Okay, I'm going to admit something I like. He cut down the red tape. I can get through on things. And I'm talking there, if I went to a 55 plus apartment, I could get housing services. Yeah, they're offering that in Alberta, not here. And I was looking at Strathmore. It's a nice area. I was going to buy a place out there for $20,000 at the time. It needed fixing up, and they had fixed it up, and it cost a bit more now. But it was one of those trailers in the city of Strathmore, the town of Strathmore. And I was going to buy it, but they held the estate up. Needed fixing up, and somebody bought it and fixed it up and sold it again. I'm going to take a look at it again. She says I wouldn't go to Strathmore.